Samsung has finally broken a streak that felt frozen in time. A feature on the Galaxy S26 Ultra that refused to evolve since 2017 is finally being upgraded. 7 years later, it's happening, and honestly, it changes way more than you think. So, what's up guys? Tech Torch here. We already knew Samsung was boosting wired charging from 45W to 60W, which is a solid jump. Every phone in the S26 lineup is getting faster wireless charging, just not equally. Samsung decided to give the Ultra a bigger push than the rest. The S26 Ultra's wireless speed is jumping from 15W to 25W, which is a massive leap considering how long it stayed unchanged. Meanwhile, the regular S26 and S26 Plus are being bumped to 20W, up from the usual 15W standard. To put that in perspective, the S26 Ultra will wirelessly charge in about an hour, much quicker than the roughly 100 minutes the old 15W setup needed. And honestly, that difference is going to feel huge in everyday use. But here's the part that matters most. Every S26 model will support Qi 2.2. That means built-in magnets inside the phone for proper magnetic wireless charging and accessories. Yes, real MagSafe style support without workarounds. For people like me who love wireless charging, this is long overdue. Magnetic accessories are convenient, clean, and just make life easier. Samsung finally embracing this feels like catching up with the industry's future. But then something strange popped up in the leaks. The front camera cutout on the S26 Ultra is getting bigger than the S25 Ultra, and the largest hole Samsung has ever used on an Ultra model. And yes, it's clearly visible. At first, that sounds like a downgrade, but there's actually a solid reason. The front camera's field of view is getting wider, moving from 80 degrees to 85 degrees, so your selfies will fit more people, more background, just more everything. Despite that wider angle, the actual camera hardware itself isn't changing compared to last year according to Universe, and the images being shared right now aren't samples, just simple references to show how the framing will differ. Meanwhile, the rear cameras are also being adjusted, but in the opposite direction. The focal lengths are being tweaked to make them slightly more zoomed in. It's subtle, but it will influence how shots feel and look. And now we've got our first proper look at the S26 Plus thanks to OnLeaks. No surprises. It's mostly what everyone predicted. A larger version of the base model with Samsung's updated unified corner design. The S26 Plus stays at 6.7 inches with a 7.3mm thickness, making it the only model that didn't slim down this year. And compared to the S25 Plus, it looks a bit less rounded, aligning it visually with the Ultra and base S26. But of course, there's some leak drama. OnLeaks claims Samsung changed the base S26 late in development, making it thicker, 7.24mm instead of the rumored 6.9mm. But ICE Universe strongly disagrees. According to ICE, OnLeaks only had early CAD data. He says the final specs still list the base S26 at 6.9mm, exactly what earlier leaks have been saying for months. And when ICE doubles down, he's usually right. And then out of nowhere, Apple did something wild. They just launched a $230 iPhone Pocket. And no, it's not a smart pouch, not a charging case, nothing futuristic, just a cloth sleeve with a ridiculous price tag. Apple says it's made using 3D knit technology, which basically sounds like a fancy way to say they used a sewing technique and added a massive premium to it. Honestly, it makes the old polishing cloth look reasonable. Anyway, there are more camera features coming to the S26 Ultra, plus a couple of updates you'll definitely want to know about. Tap the next video right here for the full deep dive. I'll catch you there.